Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's market update live stream. Let's see. It looks like our levels are all good. Everything looks set. As per usual, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I do have the YouTube chat open. If you have any questions, feel free to ask there. So, where do we want to begin on our high time frame chart? We'll go ahead and pop this out to a weekly and take a look here. So, this is kind of our general plan. I'll just go ahead and, move this over just a pinch so we can take a look. This is kind of our general plan. We did get the move down that we were looking for here. I would like a little bit further down. It doesn't have to take this long. It could just happen this week. And then maybe into the next week, we see, or maybe next week or the week after or whatever, we kind of see that move back up into this zone here for a very nice and larger rejection. So this has been our high time frame plan. This whole red box is an area of resistance. This whole zone is an area of resistance, but this area is our key resistance. And you can see it has been validated here with a very clean wick and close below for a rejection. So this is a valid. It has been validated as resistance, right? So we picked a really good spot there for that. So let's go ahead down to our lower time frame charts. We'll go down to H1 just to start. I'm very proud of this here. I posted this on Friday after our live stream. We got this move, whatever, and we were trading like right here. And I said, here's what's likely. We come down here, we go sideways, CME open around then, whatever. We get a move to the downside. And we have continuation, and we look to take out this is now 2 weeks ago, Monday low, and tap this NPOC. I know that these Monday levels are pretty old, but you can see that they're just so damn well respected that I'm going to leave them on my chart for now, okay? That said, we're going to go ahead today and do a little bit of updating. I want to look back on previous price action. This is the move that we were calling for before. It got front ran for a move to the upside. This is the short that we were calling for. That worked out perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those off of our chart completely. This is the move that we were looking for. We got that here, so that's done already, and we're still looking for this move, but we already have that represented on a different group there, so we'll get rid of that one. We were looking for this move here. God, I literally have not missed. Holy shit. Just hitting like every single spot. What's up, Henry? Good to see you, bro. Just like hitting every single spot. This is crazy, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. And again, we'll get rid of that one. Long and short. Okay, get rid of those. The channel up here, great. Resistance fan. Boy, that looks really good for that move around. Yeah, later this week. Okay, so this is a pretty key parallel channel that I've had my eye on for a while here from this previous area. So it does really nicely coincide if we were to get maybe like maybe like a sweep back in here or a deviation back in here for then a move back to the upside. So that's another potential setup we want to keep an eye on. We're definitely going to keep an eye on that one. Let's look at some of our fixed range volume pulls, see where. Ooh. We do have a high volume node here. We do have a high volume node here. And I believe that that is a monthly level. Yes, it is. Okay. So this was another zone that I was looking to long. We lost this one. And that does fall right on top of this 5 in this area. So that's let's take a look. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna update a couple levels and just hide some things here. Let's go to our weekly. Do a little bit of updating. We do have a new weekly level, in fact. Pretty cool. Go ahead and clone this. So this could be a really key zone for us. Nice untapped weekly there, 43,800 give or take. Let's pull up the previous week. Previous week, here we go. Let's see, previous week high, previous week low. And then, oh boy. Previous week high, previous week low. And then we have the weekly open. I'm just gonna go on a 4-hour time frame. I want to see what this looks like. Yeah, so that weekly is also the weekly high. Very interesting. Roughly about the same level. So this is a pretty key zone. It would also be nice to sort of sweep these. Yeah, this is a really, really key area here. Very interesting. Okay. Monday range currently developing. Right now, we have Monday range sitting. I'm going to go ahead and just clone these. And this actually is. Yes, price certainly could continue to develop here. Let's see. I'm just curious if there is any new NPOCs. We do have one, 42,725. 42. Not really crazy about that one. And we have that there, yep. Take a look at our weekly NPOC. 37,680. 42,120. 42,120. Yeah. Let's pull up our previous month levels here. Yeah, previous month high. The range value area high, monthly open zone. And then we have our upper channel. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, this looks so good. Oh my god. Oof. So right now, there's 2 trades I'm willing to take. For this one. So again, going back to this plan here, you know, I had this drawn out from last Friday. I'm still very much sticking to this plan. Okay. I am very interested in a longing here. If we lose this area, I'm interested in a longing here. Let's focus on this for now. And what we want to see is a clean break of this trend line for then continuation to the upside. So the 2 positions that I'm willing to take locally as far as this week goes is one, either a sweep or a deviation of the previous week low. The next move would be either a sweep or a deviation back into this channel towards this weekly level. Right? So we have these highs here. A sweep or a deviation of these highs. These are the 2 setups that I'll be looking for this week. And go ahead, throw these in. What is it? 12, 18. And a lot of that, again, does revolve around, what are all these? Oh, we don't need that stuff. All of this does very much revolve around this trend line here as well. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. If Monday, I'll be curious to see where Monday closes. Right now, this is our Monday low, and this is our Monday high. It's a pretty tight range. I think that this previous week low will be a really key zone. Ideally, I would prefer deviation of the level, where we can do an aggressive entry here, and then we can do a conservative entry compound here, and maybe even a compound here on a back test of breaking out of the trend line in the downtrend. For me, that all sounds and looks really good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the liquidity data in order to I'm just seeing that message. Thanks, bro. The crypto memory line's been smashing it lately. Thanks, man. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the liquidity data here. Has my sound been okay for you guys? I guess no one said anything, so it must have been fine. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna hide some of this stuff. So taking a look at the liquidity data, we'll go ahead and run this. Largely negative delta, but nothing too crazy. Let's go to even a little bit more. Yeah, this doesn't give me a whole lot of useful information, actually. Go ahead and take a look at our liquidation heat map, perhaps. Locally, of course, not surprised that it's right below there. And then the 1 month is 39,600, which is a little bit different than what it was before. 39,600 and the 45,500 zone. Beautiful. What do we have there? Let's see. Do I have those marked out? Yes, I do. Well, I have at least this one marked out. This guy, we're going to go ahead and move that to 40. What did I say? 45,500, which ding, ding, ding is right at our key zone of resistance. And then we also have our pocket of liquidity here at our local key area of support. So this does look good for our two plans here. I will be watching for some kind of a deviation setup here because, again, you know, locally this week, does it make sense for us just to go down here and then rip all the way up here? Maybe. It's possible that we take out both the previous week low and the previous week high in a single week. It's possible. But, you know, it would seem more likely to me that, you know, we come down here, we do this deviation play, we get up here, back test here, boom, we're back up in here. You know, and then kind of do something like this, you know, next week. Next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You know, this for price action this week makes sense. And then this, you know, maybe the next week makes sense. So that's kind of what I'll be looking for. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I think that that is a really good place to leave off on BTC. I think that we got everything pretty much covered there. On the liquidity supports our decision making. Our plan is working out really well so far. So I'm really oh, it has been playing in the background. It wasn't too loud though, was it? That's good. Yeah, I did not know that that was playing. I just saw that on there. I was like, "Oh shoot. We don't want that on there." So hopefully it wasn't too loud. I'll be sure to check that next time. So okay, cool. Yeah, you know, someone asked about Sol. We'll take a brief look at Solana. Solana, I absolutely have just like smoked Solana. Literally shorted right here, traded it all the way down to here, flipped long here, traded it all the way back up to here. I did not short here. I wanted to close out the weekend. This was all weekend price action, so I did not trade over the weekend here. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, Henry. I did open up a long here this morning, like an hour ago. I shared in the Discord. I opened up a long here. I just put it in share trades. It was like some cheeky long. I was just like, oh, hey, maybe this channel will work out again. Like, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So I threw a long in there. So far, obviously going pretty well and in profit. Personally, when I look at Solana, I'm not overly eager to like think that it's gonna keep ripping. I could see one of a couple things happening where either, you know, it does come back up here, you know, maybe like sweeps these highs a little bit more again, and then it comes back down and starts taking out some lows. Or otherwise, you know, it's just simply going to fail here and put in a lower high. So I'll go ahead and show you guys kind of what that scenario looks like here if you just want to just take a quick peek. You know, you can pretty clearly see some of the similarities here between these two bits of price action. You know, my point is like, you know, we could definitely just come up here and then lose the channel and then kind of get this move down into this zone here. In which case, just off the top of my head, I would be targeting around 58 at the very least. 58 zone, look for support, and then probably go for a long again back to the upside. So we'll have to watch and see. I mean, like I said, I just threw a long in. I mean, I think it's entirely possible that we come up here and do this one more time. But given the week that I'm looking at on BTC and the fact that Sol has had a really, really, really good, it has had a really good rally, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, we get this lukewarm rally on Sol, similarly to BTC. We come down, it nukes here, and then it rips up to like here again, while BTC goes to new highs. My point is to say, you know, BTC will outperform Sol in the coming week or so if we do see this kind of scenario play out. which I think would all look very, very good. Taking a look at Ethereum, this is another one that we've been keeping an eye on as of late. I'm actually genuinely happy about where this is at right now. So kind of what I've been talking about for a while was that, I was looking at basically this kind of long setup here. This is like the long setup that I've been eyeing for a while. We have this channel here that's been insanely well respected for quite some time. We broke down below it, had acceptance back into the channel. And the other thing that has really gotten me too is that we have this high time frame resistance that we did break out of. It is entirely possible that this is a deviation and we do something like this. I, however, don't think that that's the case. I would like to take a moment to remind you what BTC did when it did this exact same setup here. So again, high time frame resistance. I don't see any reason why we don't back test, and then we get a move up into this kind of zone here around like 28 to 3,000, 2,800 to 3,000, and potentially even making it as high as here to a very key resistance zone in this area here. Why am I thinking that kind of way is if we go ahead and look at our higher time frame BTC chart and we look at this channel, again, similar to ETH, high time frame resistance, high time frame resistance. When it broke through finally, what did it do? It had, immediate and great continuation to the upside. ETH is not experiencing that immediate and great continuation. It's actually back testing it, which could simply be because, the money has been pouring into BTC. And as soon as it decides to rotate from BTC into Ethereum, that's when I think that we'll have this rally. And I kind of have this predicted to go sometime in the next 3 weeks. So we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens. It does align with my overall BTC plans so far. So it is nice to see that Ethereum is sort of lining up with that as well. So again, back testing this high time frame resistance zone as well as this sort of, where are you? This higher time frame channel, if we go down to a lower time frame, this is all really, really, really nice to see. I like this degree of confluence here, and I don't know where. Let's just take a look here. I'm just curious. Yeah, 618 zone there. So could it go a little bit lower? Absolutely, but generally speaking, I'm looking to this green box as an area of support. So, I mean, if it does. If price, depending on BTC, ideally on BTC we get this move down that we're looking for into this zone right here, okay, 39.40. At the same time, we see ETH do one of two things: either ETH kind of holds this zone, or maybe it gets a move down into here and then reclaims. But either way, I'm generally wanting to long in this area for a swing long position. And just kind of see where it takes us in the weeks to come here. Of course, if price simply starts to just like free fall here and BTC goes well below either of my long targets, whether it be this one or the one that I have down here, then we'll just have to reevaluate. But right now I think everything is looking really, really good. So, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. If anyone has any last minute questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up and call it a day on our Monday live stream. All right, cool. Yeah, everything looks really good. I think that we got everything covered just fine. We can see there's a nice rejection here. We'll probably see that move down in continuation. I'll continue to update you guys throughout the week as we get going here. But again, I'm really confident in both these zones here. So we'll just keep an eye on them and see how the price action of the week develops. So enjoy your week, guys. And if I didn't get to your question or you didn't have time to ask, or if you watch the video later and do have a question, feel free to ask me in the Discord. We'll see you guys there.